No. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so incredibly excited. Today I went to this restaurant called Bibim Kitchen where I live, and it's a build your own place, but they have a ton of vegan options. So I got some vegan bibimbap, which I've been wanting to try for so long. This place was so cute and the people working there were so sweet. If you guys don't know what bibimbap is, it is a Korean rice bowl. Bibim translates to mixed, I'm pretty sure, and then bap is rice, so it's like a mixed rice bowl. I'm so excited. I got 3 different kinds of bowls. This one is white rice with spicy cucumber, purple onion or red onion, bean sprouts, mushrooms, carrots, and then I got their spicy gochujang sauce. And that's their original sauce. This one I got their purple rice. I got avocado, mushrooms, spicy cucumber, bean sprouts, carrots, and then their vegan tofu and sesame. Oh, I also got sesame oil and then sesame oil on this one as well. And then I'm not sure what this one is. I ordered 4 sauces, but they only give me 3. They have this sweet and sour one, or no, sweet and spicy one, a teriyaki, and then a sesame ginger, which I got those. I know that this one is the spicy gochujang, but this one I'm not sure what it is. I guess we'll find out. Then this bowl is just original rice, carrots, mushrooms, onion, bean sprouts, spicy cucumber, tofu, sesame oil, and then the other sauce that I don't know what it is. I'm still very excited nonetheless. And then today I also have a conspiracy theory for you guys, and I'm very excited, but we're going to start with the bibimbap. I've been wanting to try bibimbap for so long, and traditionally it's eaten with eggs and other things, but obviously I'm vegan, so let's just dig in. I'm just going to put the sauce on here. Also, they had kimchi, but it wasn't vegan, and I was going to buy kimchi, but then I was like, oh, they might have kimchi, but I'm not sure. And then they had kimchi, but it wasn't vegan, so I didn't get kimchi for today, and I'm sorry. But I'm still excited. This is probably the most excited I've been for a mukbang in a really long time. Well, not in a really, I'm always excited, but like, I'm very excited. Okay. Let's try it. Wow. I love the rice. The veggies are refreshing. The sauce is spicy but not too spicy. Very flavorful. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is the teriyaki, which I think I got with the last dish. Or maybe I don't know. This is definitely the ginger sesame. I'll do the ginger sesame with this one because I added extra sesame seeds into this one. Ooh, look at the purple rice. All right. It's a little sweet, but definitely has that ginger flavor to it. The tofu adds a really nice texture as well. I love the texture of the bean sprouts. I really like the tofu. Okay. I love the sweetness that this one has. These are so satisfying. This is my new favorite obsession. I think this one is my least favorite. It's still really, really good, but I love the sweetness of this one, and I'm just a huge fan of jasmine rice. I love this one. I think this one's my favorite. I love the spiciness of it. So, our conspiracy today involves the Titanic. And I wasn't originally going to do this one, but I got a few requests to talk about it. So I decided that I would actually do some research on it, and it's actually quite interesting. There are actually several conspiracies surrounding the Titanic, all the way from sabotage to credence or belief that the Titanic never even actually sunk. These theories have arisen and exponentially augmented as the years have progressed. However, today I'm only going to delve into 2 of these conspiracy theories because they are the most discussed. The first theory is, as I previously divulged, that the Titanic never actually sunk and that it was actually the Titanic's sister ship, the Olympic, that sunk. The onset of this conspiracy was, I believe, a photo that started going around of a picture of the Titanic after it sunk. Apparently the windows didn't coincide in the pictures, so this led to numerous people speculating that it was not the Titanic that sunk and that it was the Olympic instead, because the Olympic looked very similar but had different qualities. So a lot of people believe that it was the Olympic that had sunk and not the Titanic. Now, as much as I would love to join in on this conspiracy, it has been debunked for many reasons. Number 1, if the Titanic didn't actually sink, then where the heck is it? I mean, that's not really debunking it, but it's a valid question. Number 2, why is it such a big deal? Once again, not debunking it. That's my question. Why is it such a big deal? Like, why does it matter? But number 3, when it comes to the windows, first of all, the photos could have been manipulated. But second, after all that time of the Titanic being underwater, decay and deterioration is obviously going to occur which would inherently cause the appearance of the ship to change. Furthermore, there's irrefutable evidence proving that the Titanic sunk, and many historians have said that it would have been impossible for the Titanic to be switched with the Olympic. First and foremost, each ship has a prominent certified number known as their yard number for identification. In fact, it is said that it is scrupulously recorded, closely and carefully cataloged and on file, that the Olympic's yard number is 400, while the Titanic's yard number is 401. There have been several remnants derived from where the Titanic sunk, and they all possess the number 401. Another key piece of evidence is the fact that the Titanic sunk in the year 1912. Meanwhile, the Olympic was still operating up until the year 1935. Furthermore, succeeding its retirement, items were auctioned off from the Olympic, and they all privated the number 400. So that was evidence right there that in 1935 they had things auctioned off from the Olympic containing the number 400. So that's proof that the Olympic is not the Titanic, and the Olympic is not underwater, and the Olympic was still running even after the Titanic sunk. These are big too. The initial bowl cost is $10.95, and then if you want add-ons, they cost more, like special add-ons. So just veggies and like the typical like tofu and stuff, that's not extra. So if you're not getting any extra add-ons, it's only about $11 for a bowl, and they're big. And so delicious. I love the color of this one. I think my favorite topping, other than the tofu, is probably the bean sprouts. I love the bean sprouts. I kind of wish they had the option for spinach, but it's still good. I think I actually like the teriyaki one better. It's hard because they're different. That one's sweeter, and this one has that nice spiciness to it. I can't decide. So, a maritime historian by the name of J. Kent Layton explained that every scrap of paneling, which took months to install in each of the two ships, would have had to have been taken off both ships and switched in a couple of days, which makes no sense. So, this maritime historian is saying it's just very unlikely and improbable and impractical, just this whole conspiracy theory. But there are two main theories to why someone would sabotage the Titanic. Firstly is an insurance fraud tactic, and the other is the theory that the Titanic was sabotaged to sink it to kill 3 powerful men who were supposedly on the Titanic, and these 3 men were supposedly averse to the formation of the Federal Reserve, which regulates private banks. Now, the insurance fraud stratagem conspiracy is basically the conjecture that due to a collision between the Olympic and a British warship in 1911, the Olympic was sunk in place of the Titanic so that they could utilize the Titanic's insurance policy to instruct an entire new boat altogether. Nevertheless, this theory is an objective, partly due to the fact that the Titanic cost $7.5 million to manufacture, but was only scarcely insured for $5 million, so its sinking was a monetary loss. That kind of doesn't make sense to me, but that's what I found in my research, and that was the reasoning that they gave, so. Which kind of makes sense, but I don't know. The onions go really nicely in this one because they kind of have like that oniony kick spice, and then mixed with the spice of their spicy gochujang sauce. Mmm. I'm just gonna finish this one right up. It's so good. Mmm. And then there were 2. Da-da-da. So another critical detail is that both the Olympic and the Titanic were inspected by British officials. Sorry guys, my camera battery died and it's probably going to die again before I finish this video. But basically I was saying that both ships were inspected by British officials to make sure that they attained specific requirements. Mark Chirnside, another maritime historian, said, quote, "The surveyors that went over the ships made very detailed notes, right down to the last rivet about maintenance or repairs that needed doing. You simply couldn't pass off one ship as another." So, each ship was its own thing, if that makes sense. Like, you just couldn't pass off one ship as another. They're all so unique and delicious in their own way. That was a lot of avocado. So the second theory, that the Titanic was sunk to eliminate 3 men who were anti-Federal Reserve, also lacks practicality. The 3 men implicated were Isidor Strauss, Benjamin Guggenheim, and John Astor. Firstly, Strauss actually positively regarded the central banking system. Secondly, there actually isn't even any known accounts of Guggenheim or John Astor's opinion or outlook on the issue. So, also, I forgot to mention, additionally, the complete assurance that all 3 of the men on the Titanic would die wasn't definitive. Like, how did they know that the 3 men wouldn't have made it to any of the lifeboats? So, it wasn't sure that they would even die if they sabotaged the Titanic. And on top of that, specialists have posited that switching the Olympic with the Titanic would have required a veritable amount of people that would just be nonsensical. Especially considering that the Olympic was also documented to undergo repairs ensuing its incident with the Hawk, the collision with the British warship. So the Olympic didn't sink or sustain any catastrophic damage. It was alive and well up until its retirement in 1935, as previously mentioned. All this being said, the Titanic still rests peacefully at the bottom of the ocean. But what do you guys think? Do you have any of your own conspiracies regarding the Titanic? This was so good. This is so good. This is my new favorite food. So I'm pretty sure this one was my favorite. I just love the teriyaki sauce. But then the other one was really, really good too. The spicier one. And this one's also really, really good. Just not as good. But it's still like a 9 or 9.5. I will be back. Okay. I really should just let it charge for longer so I have more space, or more time. But I want to eat this. So I'll just take a few more bites and I'll be done. But seriously, this is my new favorite restaurant. Plus it's right next to a Trader Joe's. That's just a plus. Also, my computer just recently freaked out. Hopefully I'm able to get videos up. If I'm struggling with that, that's why. So hopefully you guys are still seeing videos. Okay, I'm only gonna have a few more bites of this one. This was so good, you guys. Highly, highly recommend Bibimbap. Okay. Last bite. Alright you guys, that is the end of today's video. I really hope you enjoyed the food. I really hope you enjoyed the conspiracy theory. Let me know what you guys think down below. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for your support. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and if you want to see more. And don't forget to subscribe. By the way, it's free. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.